Hello, hello, welcome to Lopez Power Lopez Review. And a new Star Wars trailer came out tonight for Monday Night Football. I think it was awesome. The second trailer just blew me away. This trailer did even better. The first trailer I actually thought wasn't that good. I thought it was okay, like it had some cool parts to it. Second trailer is like one of the best trailers I've ever seen. Third trailer just happened to be better than that. So we actually get. I know we got talking in the last one from Luke, but we actually get some talking from our characters. And we learn about them. It looks like our main character is Finn. No, Rey. Our main character is Rey, and she's like a scavenger that explores the desert planet of Jakku for objects, and she kind of goes to like space pawn shops. It looks like, and gets money for it. In the first shot, she has kind of like these black goggles and a light here. She kind of looks like a dentist. So let me go to the next shot. It's really cool. It's kind of prequel trilogy-esque CGI there. Not looking, meaning that it looks fake, but it's like the vast map painting. So we get her walking in the desert. So what I thought about, I might go over scene by scene. But I would like to go over my thoughts about it. We learned, I think we learned that John Boyega's character Finn, he's like, I've been doing this my whole life type of thing. I've been raised for one thing, and my purpose. It looks like his purpose was working for the First Order. But it looks like he's going through a moment of clarity, as quoted by Jules from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, it's a moment of clarity, and he turns to the Resistance, which was originally the Rebels. So he's on the good guys now. We learn about Kylo Ren, and all the rumors are true. He's upset, not all of them, but I think a good hunk of them, that he's obsessed with Darth Vader. I like the idea of someone being like, I gotta take off where Vader left off. At least in the movies, I'm not sure about expanded universe, but the Star Wars movie, I don't think we really saw anything like that. Like, I'm taking off where this guy left off. You didn't see Count Dooku say, I'm taking off where Darth Maul left off. I'm going to finish what he started. I'm going to finish. You didn't hear Count Dooku say, I'm going to finish what Darth Maul started. No, it's an interesting. I know it might sound cliche, a bad guy finishing what one person's quote unquote started. But for Star Wars, I think it's an interesting shot. So yeah, we go through the trailer. She's walking in the desert. I like the vast landscapes. She sees a ship going up. She's like working on something. We see the Lucasfilm logo. Now the new Lucasfilm logo, it's like all gray. It's like a metallic look to it. And I kind of like it. I feel that it's very Star Wars-esque, and I like the new change for it. I'm usually not a big fan, actually, of changing of logos. I always thought logos should always be the same, because it becomes so iconic after a while. When you see a new logo, it kind of messes with your chi. Like, for example, I like, it's not bad. It's kind of like a newer version of the one they had since 1997. Like a mixture of the one from 1997 and the one they had from 90 to 96. But I'm always going to say that the Universal logo from the 70s through 1990 is the most iconic one. That, the one that they had for Jaws and Back to the Future. Same thing with 20th Century Fox. I think their logo should always stay the same. I don't think they should mess around too much with it. But the Lucasfilm logo is one of those instances where I actually like the change. The old green, I think, kind of resembled Yoda and maybe Luke's lightsaber type of thing. But I think this metallic look to it kind of gives it a sense of gritty, dirty, like world of like the the used world of the original Star Wars trilogy and of this trilogy, then kind of portrays that in this logo. So, because Lucasfilm, I think, is mostly going to be always known for Star Wars. I mean, you never see Lucasfilm with Indiana Jones, with maybe the exception of the last one. So it's always going to be, I think, Star Wars' company. So we see the new Lucasfilm, which I think looks cool. Of course, the Nazi imagery of the First Order gives me kind of chills. It looks like they're on a snow planet. Could be Hoth. Guy's sweating. So he's going through a moment of clarity. Like I said, he's flying away on his TIE fighter. His prey escapes and then is smashed. And he lands on his planet. And somehow him and Finn and Rey, pretty much become pals. They become partners. They become the new Han and Luke, maybe, of the trilogy. Maybe not like each other at first, but grow to like each other. I'm not sure if it's going to be a romance couple, but maybe they'll be good friends. I don't know if we need a romance couple. Why can't we just stay friends? But anyway, I'm getting off track. So he's crashing down. It's a nice desert planet. I like how it has... Okay, so when he's on the desert planet of Jakku, I like how it kind of has that grainy look of film. I hate the too digital, clean look of digital. You know, I like the little dots that show up on film. I like how it's kind of has that organic look to it. This movie looks like it kind of has that because it is shot on film, like the original trilogy. I know episode 1 was shot on film. That's actually one of the things I really like about episode 1 is it still kind of has that gritty film look that the first 3 Star Wars had. But this one looks like it's going to kind of have that too. So that's kind of cool. So you see the new Star Destroyer bridge, Kylo Ren's figure silhouetted against it. But it's kind of paying homage to Vader, it kind of looks like. So he's pretty much, I'm not sure if he's a Sith collector. He seems very interested in Darth Vader. I'm not sure if he's interested in the whole Sith. I'm not sure if he's interested in Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber or Count Dooku's beard. But I'm pretty sure he's mostly interested in Darth Vader. You know, because he kind of has, his look is kind of a mixture of Darth Vader, and his cloak kind of looks like Darth Palpatine, Darth Sidious, Emperor Palpatine. So he's like, I'm gonna finish what you started. I think that's kind of cool. He's kind of like Vader #2. He feels that maybe he has to live up to Vader's expectations. He's obsessed with Vader. I think he feels like a person who understands the Empire's motivations and wants to continue in their footsteps. I like that idea of someone continuing in a bad guy's footsteps. We never really saw that in Star Wars. Like I said, we never saw Count Dooku say, I'm going to continue in the footsteps of Darth Maul and finish what he started. No, I know it might sound cliche. I know a lot of movies like, I'm going to continue what he started, but I think it's going to be interesting for Star Wars. I'm not sure. So, Kylo Ren looks like he's hurting him with the Force. I don't know if he's choking him or like crushing his innards, it looks like. But it looks like he's somehow causing him damage through the Force. I think that's kind of a cool look. So the Millennium Falcon flying through the remains of Star Destroyers on Jakku, playing the music from Empire Strikes Back. That's so cool. Gives me a feeling of nostalgia, like it should, but also having something new to offer. I think that's what most sequels should be. Now, one thing to mention on episode 7. I was kind of watching Scream 2 the other day, where the guy's like, Empire, because they're talking about sequels that are better than the first movie. And he says, Empire Strikes Back is like, no, Empire's not a sequel, it's a continuation of the story. So, if you think about it, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi are kind of one movie, whereas he's kind of right. Whereas the prequel trilogy are one movie. So Star Wars is just one movie, with the original trilogy. It's had its prequel with the prequel movies, Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith. This is you can officially say that this is a Star Wars sequel. You can officially say that this is the sequel to Star Wars. So it's going to be interesting to see. Looks like Millennium Falcon got a little bit of a paint job. It's got some like red, brighter red. I know I had red before, but it was kind of like faded in. It looks like it has brighter red. Now, they're like in awe what Harrison Ford is saying now. Harrison Ford's like, the light side and the dark side. They've existed, the Jedi, it's true, I've seen it. Now, I could look at this two ways. One, we had, in the beginning of New Hope, he says that Han Solo's always been kind of a skeptic. Like, he's like, there's no mumbo jumbo that controls my destiny. The Force is just some, fad. That's not exact words, but I'm just kind of saying what he kind of said. But throughout the movies, you see him, accepting the Force. He's like, Luke, may the Force be with you. But, he still kind of has that, like, when he's like, Luke, a Jedi? I'm not sure about that. He's still kind of a skeptic a little bit on the Force. And he's like, I've seen the Force. I've seen Jedi. I've seen all of that, which is true. And maybe you should say that, because he did kind of have an arc. But it could take away from the iconic character, because think about it. If he says the Jedi and all that, and follows the way, not really follows the way of Jedis, but tells people about the Jedi, it kind of takes away maybe from his iconic character of him being like, yeah, I'm just a renegade space cowboy that I'm just on my own and I don't need the Force type of thing. So that's I'm not saying that's the iconic thing of Han Solo, but that's one of the things that, I don't know. I mean, I don't personally mind it, but I think some could say, oh, it takes away from his character. I don't know why I'm talking like George Lucas. Anyway, they're in awe with what he's saying. They're like meeting a celebrity. And they're like in this hologram thing. I know that they had that hologram chess thing, but I've never saw this part. It looks like that, similar to it's like a map of planets. It looks similar to that thing that you see in Attack of the Clones, and when Obi-Wan's in the library, Jedi library, and he sees the younglings, and it's like a big selection of planets. It looks like it's something similar to that, like in this hologram thing, when they're looking at Han Solo on the Millennium Falcon in awe. I was like, seen all of it. The stories are true. The original trilogy did happen. So Kylo Ren in the rain with this cool lightsaber. I like the crossguard. It has a vintage, but it has an old feel, but it has an old look, but a new feel. I like that. Something we've never seen in Star Wars. That's so cool. I think it's kind of like, like Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber. We've never seen anything like that. And I think as much as you like to, pander about how the prequel trilogy is just a waste of time for anyone who loved the original trilogy, which, in some cases they could be true, you gotta admit Darth Maul is probably the most iconic thing out of Phantom Menace, with his double-bladed lightsaber and menacing look. So it looks like Kylo Ren's kind of adopting some of that. Looks like it's a new lightsaber to make him memorable, and his new look. It's not quite Darth Vader. It's kind of a mixture of the Stormtrooper helmet and the Darth Vader helmet, it looks like. So you see some TIE fighters, not TIE fighters, X-Wings going through the water. You see some rebel of Stormtroopers fighting. Looks like there's going to be a war, definitely a big battle. We're going to see a lot of the war in Star Wars. Usually with Star Wars movies, we have one battle in each movie. We have the Death Star Trench battle in the first movie. We have the Battle of Hoth in the second movie. We have the Battle of Endor. We have the Battle of Naboo. And we have the Battle of Geonosis. And we don't really have a battle. I mean, they do have a battle, but not like a definitive battle. In Episode 3. I don't know. But anyway, this movie looks like it's going to be like a battle on this foresty planet. No, it's not it doesn't seem like Endor, but it seems like a more mountainous forest planet, like you would see in it's like a Colorado planet, foresty but full of mountains. And it looks like they're going to have that type of battle, and then there's going to be a big battle on the snow planet. I don't think it's Hoth. It seems a little too mountainous to be Hoth. I always thought Hoth was more hilly, but then again, we've only saw a little bit of Hoth, so maybe there could be some snow mountains in Hoth. I don't know. But it looks like we're going to get two good battles in this movie, so I think that's cool. So we see Poe, Dameron, and Finn kind of exchanging looks. It looks like they're going to be good friends. Maybe they're going to help each other. You know, looks like they're going to be friends that help each other. Like, you got my back, brother. So, oh, awesome explosion in the middle of the desert. That's probably when Finn meets Rey. So it looks awesome. And they catch up with the Millennium Falcon. Now this looks interesting. It's like they're going to this weird place with this giant robot. It looks like a tomb area. It looks like a big tomb, but it has like these flags and all that. I don't know what it is. Now we see a little bit of Luke's hand like we did in the last one, touching R2-D2. So you see Captain Phasma burning down like this village. It looks like could be sand people. Looks kind of like a sand people village. I don't know. Kylo Ren. Now Daisy Ridley's. This kind of. When I pause on this image, 1 minute. Let me go back. Oh yeah. By the way, looks like we're gonna get some. By the way, there is lens flares. I'm sorry, but this is the only area I have left. I'm doing this J.J. Abrams style because I'm kind of reviewing a trailer for J.J. Abrams. Looks like it's not going to be all lens flares, but like when they're on the planet and Captain Phasma walks by, you see a couple lens flares. I'm like, there's a little J.J. Abrams there. He's like, I'm just going to give you a little teensy bit of this in Star Wars. So Kylo Ren flings his lightsaber. Now what I was saying, she's crying over something, and I'm thinking you see a little bit of like a thing like similar to Chewbacca, and you see a little bit of hair. I'm guessing that could be Chewbacca. That kind of confirms it because you can see if you look at the TV. Hold on, I'm not sure if you can see it. When Finn is crying over something or someone, you see right there, that looks like Chewbacca's thing he always wears around his shoulder. Could Chewbacca die in this movie? If Chewbacca goes, that could mean that Han Solo goes too. I mean, we thought we kind of guessing already that Han Solo's not going to make it through this. He's going to be kind of like the Obi-Wan martyr to save in this movie. To die in this movie. But Chewbacca along with Han? Anyway, so she's crying over something. It looks like Chewbacca.